All right, what's up, rollerbooters? Welcome back. So if you saw in our last video, we unpackaged the Entente DiriDari frames. It's a little bit breezy out here today. We're at Pearsall Skate Park here in San Antonio, Texas. So if you hear some wind noise, I apologize. So I'll try to make this intro kind of quick. Shout out Mean Jeans for letting me use his, he let me use his 50/50 prime frames recently in the last few videos, and he's letting me use these before he even gets to skate them. So I'm super pumped. These are super high quality frames, CNC machined, riding flat. You can ride up to 60 millimeters. You can get a little bit more information off the last video or off two videos that I'll link to down in the description below that I mentioned last video from Ricardo Lino and Dave with Wheel Scenes. If you want a little bit more information on these, I think they're about 120 bucks or so. Their website at the time of this recording is down, so I wasn't able to get a whole lot of information. Super slick looking frames. I'm riding, of course you can see the Rems HR 2.5s here. Shout out Rossi's boy Anthony, thank you brother, for these. And then I'm skating the 58 millimeter 90A them stock wheels. I don't generally skate flat. I'm usually a dirty, nasty anti-rocker skater. Yeah, I'm stoked to try these out because I hear really, really good things about them, especially from Michael Vitzeman. He skates these. I think he skated these for quite a while and absolutely adores them. So I'm excited to give them a shot. I don't know if my pocketbook's ready for it, because if I end up loving these, I might figure out how to get a pair. But anyway, we'll see. If you do end up liking the video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and let's go ahead and get laced up and try these things out.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that.
So I think I stuck pretty bad on that top acid, mostly one, because I don't think I had the H block where it was supposed to be, and two, this ledge is kind of chunky. There's some pretty good divots in there. So, all right, what more? What else? What else? Maybe a hot dog? I don't know, what do you guys think? Okay, first session done on the Entente DiriDari frames. It's not that hard to say, but I keep slipping up on it. I think that's a common thing. Anyway, first session done. So initial thoughts, these slide really fast. They feel nice and solid. I guess one of the big things that stood out to me pretty immediately on groove tricks, I struggled a little bit with backslides and torques. And I don't know if it's because that these frames, because they're flat frames, and again, it's kind of windy, so I hope you can hear me okay. But because these frames are rather tall, because they are built for flat, again, up to 60 millimeter wheels flat, they're a little bit taller, so the boot down angle is gonna be a little bit steeper than what I'm used to, which I was just skating these 2 days ago, but with ground control Featherlight 3s, which the groove itself is, at least seems quite a bit closer to the boot, so it makes it a little bit easier to go boot down on those Royales, backslides, torques, etc. Big takeaway was that it's gonna take probably a few sessions to really get used to that angle, and because it seems like the backslide groove and the frame groove here are aligned pretty well. Maybe they are off a little bit, because I was having some trouble. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was having a little bit of trouble on boot down groove tricks today. I think that's just on me, but for some reason it just felt funny. The frames felt really solid for like when I did, you know, some of the jumps and airs and whatever. Really good power transfer, feel really solid. Sound really solid. Super impressed with the frames, and again, I think I mentioned earlier, but they slide really fast, which is great. What's strange is that I did actually get a little bit of wheel bite, which I think I'm gonna try to emphasize earlier, but on one of the ledges over there, I got a little bit of wheel bite, and I was just having some trouble getting boot down, so I'm not sure. But by and large, almost no wheel bite. I got a tiny bit over there on that flat ledge at the very end, which was kind of strange. And then when on that top acid, which we kind of talked about earlier, I think that was just because I wasn't in the H block, because that ledge is pretty chunky. It was just, you know, a couple things just not lining up there, literally and figuratively. But anyway, overall, I like the frames a lot. I can tell that as far from a durability standpoint, I believe these are CNC machined. And I don't know if this is some variant of UHMW. Oh, I did want to mention too, when I was grinding the coping, because it's hard to see on camera probably, but because these are machined, there's these tiny little machine kind of ridges in them that you can just barely see. But like, as I was grinding the coping, you could almost hear like the zip of the frame, which was actually kind of cool. Yeah, outside of that, I think they're good frames. I think it's gonna take a little bit of time if you're used to a lower frame, a groove that's closer to the boot, but that's the trade-off, right? They're good, they're great for flat frames, but that means they're gonna be a little bit taller, which is gonna make boot down a little bit more challenging, especially for lazy people like me, who again are really used to riding an anti-rocker and just getting away with whatever you can get away with. But overall, like the frames a lot. Thank you again, Mean Jeans, for letting me skate your frames here. These were a lot of fun. So I will say too, I wish I could skate these longer. I wanted to do some switch ups on the rail, but my heel, I mentioned earlier on this left skate here, for some reason I'm getting some heel lift and a lot of friction in my heel. I can tell there's gonna be a good blister there tomorrow, big time. If you did like the video, roller booters, give it a thumbs up. I'll link to everything down in the description below, so go check out everything and consider subscribing to the channel. If you do like roller booting content, it helps get rollerblading out to more people here on YouTube. And with that, roller booters, we will see you on the next video. Take care.